Joining us now, a man who has spent his Sundays for the last, I would say, almost 10 years, personally tormenting me and every other 49ers fan out there, Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson. How you doing, Russ?
It's been my goal the whole time, just to torment you.
Well, let me tell you, mission accomplished, because it has been just torture. Like, feel free, like, get out of town, leave Seattle, get out of the NFC West. I can't take it anymore.
I hear you, man. No, listen, well, first of all, I've had some amazing, I think back to my rookie years, just some of the games we used to have against some of the most amazing players that ever got to play against their, against 49ers defense. You had guys like, Bowman and Willis. You had, the Smith brothers rushing off. Had some amazing matchups along the years. And be able to go to the Super Bowl and NFC Championship game, and just so many great moments on fourth down and long, and to be able to get to the end zone and make a play, throw the ball, touchdown for Jermaine Kirk. There's been some great games.
Great. They've just been great,
yeah,
Russ.
Sure.
Thanks. You tried to butter me up there in the beginning by mentioning all the 49ers. What up? What's going on? Man, everybody's there, huh?
Oh, yeah. We're having a good time.
You're here on behalf of Subway because despite all your accomplishments, Pro Bowls, NFL Man of the Year, you really haven't made it until you have a sandwich named after you. And now you do the Dangerwich from Subway.
Yeah, no, it's been cool. Growing up, man, I didn't have much. So I used to always go to Subway to go grab a sandwich. My parents were always working, so I had to, go make my own sandwich or get my own food or whatever it would be. So I used to go to Subway all the time. NC State, I got there. I used to stay at University Towers. Used to go across the street, and and I would make my own sandwich. I got my Dangerwich right here. I brought one for you. I'd pass it through the computer if I could to you.
There we go.
Sign it to you, and then I'm gonna sign it for you, and then I don't know if you want to keep it or not, but you may want to eat it. But it's my Dangerwich. It's got a little bit of everything on it, right? Just so you know. Sign that for you. Look at that bad boy right there.
You signed. How am I going to eat a sandwich if you signed it, Russ?
Dude, it's edible ink, so you're good to go.
That's not a thing.
You think I don't
you
think
made
about
that up.
Stuff? Come on.
You made that up.
No, it's edible ink. Check this out.
I didn't even know that was a thing that existed
on this sandwich. Yes, it's ready for you. You didn't know the Dangerwich existed until now.
That's
now
true.
You do. There's no more excuses. You know what I mean? There's no more excuses. I'm tired of your excuses.
All right, Russ. This is hard for me because you're being nice to me, and I've spent most of my time just hating your guts.
It's hard. It's hard for you, huh?
It is, because you have ruined weeks of my life, Russ. And
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Time we do an interview, if we're going to do an interview, can you make sure you have a Wilson jersey in the background? You have that 49ers Gore jersey. You have some other stuff in the background.
That's right.
You need to make sure you have a Wilson jersey. Is that all right?
Do you think I would
make sure you have the sandwich in the background too?
Like I would ever let a Russell Wilson jersey enter my house? Are you out of your mind, Russ?
Well, come on. That's why it's tormenting you.
Oh God. All right. I want to ask you this because obviously it's been in the news. I hinted at it earlier. I want you out of the NFC West. Last year, there was a list of teams out where you would approve a trade to. What's happening this year, Russ? Does that list still apply?
Oh man, I'm focused on what I'm at right now. Just to be in Seattle, it's been a blessing, obviously, to play 10 years there. So, hopefully we get to win more Super Bowls. So that's my focus. That's my plan. And that's where my head's at.
Do you want Pete Carroll there?
Of course, man. Pete's the best. He's the man. He's a great coach.
Because it seems like you guys have kind of butt heads the last few years.
We don't butt heads. Pete and I don't butt heads at all. I think that Pete and I, we share a lot of the same thoughts. We want to win. I think that's kind of where our mindset has been the whole time.
Except he doesn't let you throw the ball until the fourth quarter.
I think we throw it around, man. We got some great players, guys like DK, Tyler, those guys. It was so cool to see Rashad Penny get back on the scene and see what he was able to do. What we have to do is go win. We've won. I've been fortunate to, be able to win more games than anybody in 10 years. So that's what I'm focused on is the next moment, the next win, the next opportunity. That's what my mindset's always been.
Well, you sound pretty like your mind is made up. You've decided now. Did something change between last year and this year? Because it felt like last year that wasn't the case.
I think that part of it is, media likes to expand some things. It's part of the game, part of entertainment, part of sports. For me, the reality about sports is things always change. They're always evolving, always changing, and so for me, I'm just staying focused on the moment, staying focused on where I am right now. And that's to be here with you and to have a good time and to torment you some more. And see how much more I can do that to you.
Yeah, well, it's working. I want to take just a tiny issue with something you said, because I am in the media, and you and many athletes have said that the media does blow things out of proportion. But we didn't come up with that list. Like that list did not come from us. That came from your agent. So I do take issue with you there, because what do you expect us to say when that list comes out?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and I think it's part of the game. I think it's part of stuff that happens, and it's just, you know, I think that you guys like the expand thing. It's not a bad thing. It is what it is. It's what makes the game fun. That's what makes sports fun. That's what makes you know, those jerseys in the background. That's what makes you go crazy for those jerseys, and that's what makes people go crazy for you know, people buying tickets and going to see your games, and they're going to play ball. You know, it's I think that what's always amazing about sports is that it's this thing that it's this entertainment space that I think people forget that it's also our livelihoods. It's also what we get to do every day. We wake up for this every day, and it's our livelihoods, and it's you know, it's for our kids and for our families. And I think that's sometimes we forget that, and I think the same vice versa. I think a lot of times athletes forget what media does too. It's to your all's livelihoods, and I think it's all part together to work together and to you know just enjoy the process. You know, it's always crazy, you know, to be able to play sport. And when you're such at a high level, I think that, you know, for me, I've been able to play amazing moments, you know, won a Super Bowl, go to 2, and do amazing things. I mean, I think that the expectation is always going to be high. My expectation is always the highest they could possibly be.
And Peyton Manning left Indianapolis. Tom Brady obviously left New England. If Russell Wilson wants to leave Seattle, that should be allowed too. It's 2022. I think we've progressed to a point where if you wanted to do that, people should be able to get over it.
Yeah, I'm focused on Seattle right now, though. I'm focused on where I'm at, you know. So, but yeah, you see that in any sport. You know, I think a lot of, you know, players move and change. But for me, I'm focused on Seattle and where I'm at right now.
Well, Russ, we thank you very much for the time again on behalf of Subway and the Dangerwich. I've never had a sandwich autographed to me before. That's
for you, my friend.
I still think it's a little weird, but okay. We appreciate the time, Russ. And
Taste it first.
What's that?
Taste it first. You'll like it.
All right, if you say so. Thanks for the time, Russ.
How about I'll see you later. Thanks for everything.
Take it easy.
All right, peace.